a very warm welcome to your weekly cultural dose, Colours of India. I'm Teena Jha, and in the next half an hour, we get you an update of all the cultural activity that you have missed in the city this week. But first, the highlights.
This week, we begin with mystic notes and dancing toes. Next is an artistic depiction of the partition of India. And finally, exploring iftar in one of the oldest lanes of Delhi.
To start with, the rich cultural and folk music traditions of India carry with them a warmth of diversity and a rich panorama of colours that have made up the Indian cultural fabric for centuries. So here's a special concert celebrating just that.
It's titled Rudari, Mystic Notes and Dancing Toes. Organized by the National Foundation for Communal Harmony. And at the center of it, the mystic poetry of Sufi and Bhakti poets of medieval India and modern times. With the message of Rudari, the foundation looks to disseminate the theme of communal accord, peace, unity and brotherhood.
Today's program is called Rudari, Mystic Notes and Twinkling Toes. It's a composition which envisages taking an audience into the Sufi world. Sufi is actually a philosophy, it's a way of life, it's a thought, it's the universality of brotherhood of man, it's about divine love, it's about the unnecessary trappings of the material world versus the divine connection that each human being carries within him. Once a person loves anything to do with the divine, he's automatically walking on the path of Sufism.
Sufi singer Rashmi Agarwal and Kathak dancer Vida Lal, immersing themselves in the magic of those rich traditions, formed the central theme. One religion, one faith, one love was the overarching message. Communal harmony and national integration, the motivation at the core. Agarwal's renditions of the immortal verses of Amir Khusro, Mirabai, Bulle Shah, Kabir and others, translated by Vida, mesmerized the audience.
ये एक अमेलगमेशन है कथक डांस और मिस्टिक पोइट्री का, जिसे मैंने कंसेप्चुलाइज किया था along with my dear friend Vidha. इसमें तो जो बातें कही गई हैं वो इतनी सुकून देने वाली हैं और they speak about love and peace and brotherhood. तो ये तो कभी ऑब्सोलीट हो ही नहीं सकती. जो ये तो मूल मंत्र है, प्यार तो कभी पुराना हो ही नहीं सकता. और ये जो भी सूफी लिटरेचर है, it only speaks about love.
There are many things which differs from one style to another. Like in Jaipur style, we have some mnemonic syllables which are different from Lucknow, Raigad, and Banaras. And the way we dress up also, our style is more vigorous as compared to Lucknow has more lasya, and in Jaipur style we have more vigor, more footwork, more spinning, and less expressions. Whereas Lucknow has more expressions, more softness as compared to Jaipur style.
Sufi music and Kathak dance blend two traditions which have evolved to become the dance of the soul. A symbol of amity and understanding, breaking through man-made boundaries of caste, creed, religion, and nationality. Connecting hearts in poetry, music, and dance, creating a universal communication or prayer.
Well, Sufi Kathak aims to promote spiritual dance and music, initiating children and orienting the youth to become self-employed through arts, dance and music, and evolve a humanist outlook. With that, we slip into a very short break. There's much more lined up for you when we return. Don't go anywhere.
When we return, we tell you a potent story of the dark time called partition.
Welcome back after the break. Now in this segment, we take you back to a time that stood testimony to hatred and intolerance. Back to the time of partition of 1947. We take you to the theatrical arena, a play that relives the story of people who suffered the horrors of partition firsthand, yet had the courage, the strength and the humanity to rise above petty hatred.
रतनलाल जौहरी की माँ अभी भी हवेली में रह रही है। जनाब हमने उनसे देखा है, उससे बात की है। फिर भी समझा? अजीब औरत है, कहती है हवेली छोड़कर कहीं नहीं जाऊंगी।
ਅਸੀਂ 1 ਮਿੰਟ ਬੁੱਢੀ ਨੂੰ ਠਿਕਾਣੇ ਲਗਾ ਸਕਦੇ ਆ ਸਮਝਿਆ ਉੱਥੇ ਇਸ ਕਾਸ਼ਮੀਰ ਦੀ ਜਗ੍ਹਾ ਸਾਡੇ ਮੁਹੰਮਦ ਸ਼ਾਹ ਹਵੇਲੀ पूरी की पूरी मुझे रात हुई है चल तो मैं ताकत रहा हूं मशवरे के लिए शुक्रिया शुक्रिया शुक्रिया
जिस लाहौर नहीं देखा वो जमिया ही नहीं. Those who haven't seen Lahore haven't lived life. Asghar Wajahat's powerful human saga recreates an era of nostalgic charm, putting across the key message of brotherhood that goes beyond the scheming politician and the evil fanatic. 30 years and 250 performances after this play was first enacted, it continues to strike a strong chord in both India and Pakistan.
पहले जो काम मुफ्त झंडा सी ना हम तो पै लगते पे की समझो जी और हां सुनो अपने ऊपर गई 2-4 हजार तो लालच कहीं मक्का की हवेली हाथ से ना निकल जाए ये समझा समझ गया
This play called Jis Lahore Ne Dekha Ho Jame Ne, if you see this play thoroughly and seriously, so you will feel that you will enjoying in Lahore. Such a message, and its message required today in our society, even in India. सब्जेक्ट बहुत अच्छा है, सेंसिटिव सब्जेक्ट है, स्क्रिप्ट बहुत अच्छी है, गज़ल्स बहुत अच्छी हैं, और जो मैं एक्टर से काम लेता हूँ वो बहुत नेचुरलिटी पे काम लेता हूँ, फीलिंग्स पे, मूड पे, और जो उसका सेंस होता है, राइटर ने जो लिखा उस सेंस को आप डिलीवर उसी सेंस से करें. मतलब बहुत कलाकारों को बहुत काम करना पड़ता है उस चीज़ को ज़िंदा रखने के लिए. कोई भी चीज़ें हैं अगर वो नॉन एक्टर करेगा और एक्टर करेगा तो उसको फ़र्क आएगा ज़मीन आसमान का। किसी भी चीज़ को डिलीवर करना और टच करना उसको मूड और फीलिंग के साथ, सेंस के साथ, जब तक हम उस पर काम नहीं करेंगे तो हम ऑडियंस से इंटरेक्ट नहीं कर पाएंगे, ऑडियंस को फील नहीं करा पाएंगे।
Just Lahore Nahi Dekha is the story of Mirza and his family who moved out of India as it was partitioned to Lahore, now in Pakistan. As was the norm, the family is allotted a haveli that belonged to a Hindu family that had migrated to India. To the family's surprise, there's an old lady Mai of that Hindu family who has stayed back, refusing to leave the home of her birth. The family tries many ways to get rid of her but ends up forming an emotional bond with her.
और लाहौर पाकिस्तान में आया है। अब आप लोगों के लिए यहाँ कोई जगह नहीं है। हम आपको कैंप छोड़ाते हैं, कैंप वाले आपको हिंदुस्तान ले जाएंगे।
मैं किधर नहीं जाना।
मतलब ये मकान
मकान मेरा है।
देखिए मोहतरमा, हमारे पास कागजात हैं।
अच्छे कौन भी कागजात में।
भैया बात को समझिए कि पाकिस्तान में कोई हिंदू नहीं रह सकता।
मैं तो इतने ही रहूंगी जब तक रतन नहीं आ जाता।
The villains of the day are goons like Yaqub Pehelwan who create trouble in the name of religion to get hold of the old woman's wealth. That painful time in history is brought alive.
ओ बड़ा भारी कुबरा जी।
तुसी दसो।
साढ़े मोहल्ले में एक हिंदू औरत रह गई सी।
रह गई सी?
मतलब भारत नहीं गई थी, लेते छिप गई सी।
ता फिर
हिंदू औरत तो रह सकती है।
हाँ क्यों नहीं?
तुसी को समझे नहीं मौलवी साहब। तुसी देखो साढ़े दुश्मन साढ़े बीच में।
Play very well carved out about the emotions, specifically about the partition 1947. Most of like me, who don't have grandparents, so you have to look here and there, and the lucky ones who have, probably they come to know. Otherwise, these plays are the one which talks about specifically those very sensitive emotions about the partition. What happened, how, what, when, and it's not that all the Hindus were bad or all the Muslims were bad. They were equally bad or equally good.
Protagonist Sikandar Mirza's initial behavior towards Mai, his family's affection, and Nasir Kazmi's warm and poetic philosophy are highlights of the play.
आदाब माई। कौन है पुत्र? भाई मैं हूँ नासिर काज़मी। मैं हमीद मियाँ के साथ आपको दिवाली की मुबारकबाद देने हाजिर हुआ। जिंदे रहो पुत्र, जिंदे रहो। आदाब भाई, उम्र पाओ। भाई लंबी उम्र की दुआ देने के साथ साथ एक दुआ और भी दी। ये दुआ पुत्र है? आप जैसा भी किरदार हो हमारा। ये मजाक करता है मेरे को।
The beautifully worked out script, the powerful human emotions coupled with brilliant performances and screenplay raise goosebumps.
मेरा चंगा पुत्र, मेरा कितना ख्याल रखता है।
भाई रहते एक ही घर में हैं, लेकिन आपकी मुलाकात कुछ इस तरीके से होती है कि अलग-अलग मोहल्ले में रह रहे हो।
भाई घर में रहती कहाँ है? तड़के रात नहाने चली जाती हैं, उसके बाद सुबह कभी अकील साहब के बढ़िया डाल रही हैं, तो कभी सकीना को अस्पताल ले जा रही हैं, कभी बेगम आफ्ताब के लड़के की तीमारदारी कर रही हैं, तो शाम को किसी को बैठ के अचार मुरब्बे डालना सिखा रही हैं, रात में 10 बजे लौटती हैं। अब हमसे मुलाकात हो तो कैसे हो?
जज़ाकल्लाह।
मोहल्ले के बच्चे की जुबान पर माई का नाम रहता है, हर मर्ज की दवा है माई।
Play was amazing and nice topic, nice acting, nice characters, and the feelings that was on good. मैंने भी पहली बार देखा, थोड़ा सुना था उसके बारे में, लेकिन जो इमोशंस दिखाए हैं कैरेक्टर्स ने प्ले किया है, दैट इज ऑसम।
At a time of cold political relations between India and Pakistan and rising hatred between the two nations, Just Lahore Nahi Dekha holds tremendous relevance and symbolism. The message of tolerance and mutual respect becomes even more important, that message that human love cannot live by political borders. Jis Lahore Nahi Dekhya has been acclaimed as among the top 10 plays of the last decade. Bureau Report, Rajya Sabha TV.
Yes, indeed. The play just shows up how politics tried to dehumanize man and how human relations won in the end. On that note, we slip into another very quick break. There's still more to come in the program. Don't go away.
On the other side, a Ramzan evening.
Welcome back once again. At the center of the holy month of Ramzan is a huge disciplining of mind, fasting and abstinence. But on the other side, there's also an entire industry and a creative enthrallment thriving on the sidelines, all centered at a variety of food and innovative iftar parties after a day of fasting. Innovation and a lavish spread are the prime focus. So let's get you some of that magic in our next segment.
Ramzan, the month of fasting and abstinence. Training the mind, controlling the mind, disciplining the mind. It's the holy time of Ramzan, and I'm here at a place where preparations are on for the evening snack time called the Iftari. So come and join me in the celebration where I'll show you the special delicacies being made. The evening iftar, marking the end of the day's fast at sunset, is seen turning into competitive innovation on the streets of Delhi, where an entire new world opens up. First to go are the sweet potato balls made of flour, mashed potatoes and sugar. Batter is prepared and cooked till they turn golden brown.
ये मसूर की दाल की पकौड़ियाँ हैं। इसमें मैंने रात में मसूर की दाल को भिगो के रख दिया, फिर जब इफ्तार का टाइम होता है उससे 1-1.5 घंटा पहले हम इसे पीस करके रख देते हैं थोड़ी देर के लिए सेट होने के लिए। इसके बाद हम इसमें जब पीसते हैं इसे तो इसमें हरी मिर्चें और 1 टीस्पून के करीब कमनी सीड्स डाल करके उसे मिक्स कर लेते हैं। देन इसके बाद हम इसमें प्याज और हल्दी, मिर्च, नमक अकॉर्डिंग टू टेस्ट मिक्स करके उसके बाद फिर बैटर तैयार हो जाता है, उसके बाद फ्राई कर देते हैं।
Here's another favorite, the yummy pakoda. Made with high protein pink lentils soaked overnight, it is ground, mixed with seasonal herbs and deep fried to give that crunchy flavor. So what are you preparing now?
I'm preparing fruit salad.
Okay, so how do we do it?
First we'll peel the banana and cut it, and then we'll take apple and grapes also, and then we'll put sugar and lemon and chaat masala.
Okay, so let's start. And another vegetarian delight, the fruit platter. The salad made up of seasonal fruits like the banana, apples, and grapes was cherry on the cake. Precisely cut, each has its own tang when added to it a pinch of chaat masala and lemon.
हमारे 5 अरकान होते हैं, रोज़ा, नमाज, ज़कात और उनमें से एक ये भी है रमज़ान, जो पांचों हमारे नेसेसरी पार्ट है वो है.
There is a recycling of our body also, because for 30 days we are not taking water, lunch, nothing in the entire day. So that is a scientific reason behind this, so that our body get recycled. Plus there is a specific reason that we should feel what poor people are missing and what God has given us. It is basically a very spiritual kind of feeling in a year that something is different in the entire month. Plus in this month only, as I told you about the poor people, we spend around 2.5% of our income also to the poor people in this particular month.
Muslims believe that feeding someone iftar as a form of charity is very rewarding, and that such was practiced by Prophet Muhammad. As you can see, all the special delicacies are made here. But there's a particular time when you can break the roza, and that's what the people are waiting for. Everyone gathers to savor that evening's iftari through a lot of chit-chat with every bite of spice-flavored dishes. The Ramzan recipes are full of delightful and tasty snacks. The food you don't eat throughout the year, you happen to eat during the Ramzan period. The two-time meals, Sehri and Iftari, motivate to cook unique and special food items which are prepared hours before the actual time. With this, here I wish you a very happy Eid. With camera person Sudhanshu, Ravleen Kaur for Rajya Sabha Television.
Well, the holy month of Ramzan is said to be a huge teacher, heralding an individual into a new light of living and human love. Eid ul-Fitr marks that entrance into a new light, a new beginning. So let's hope Eid this year brings that positive light and energy into our lives. With that, it's time for me to wrap up this episode of Colors of India. But before we leave, Eid Mubarak to all our viewers from the entire Rajya Sabha TV family. Have fun. We'll see you same time next week with more exciting and colourful stories. Goodbye.